As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, you must soon, my lord. This is not a matter to be taken lightly.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud.
I haven't made my decision yet, but I appreciate your opinion.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
I wish you guys could help me, because in my mind, he would bring fear as a sentinel, so, you know, harsh ruler. Is a harsh ruler or a wise person? I think Dutton's really wise. Let's talk to Dutton again.
Right.
Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Crap, dude. Oh my gosh. Gosh dang, cuz it's the way I think I've already told him, but like, I haven't meant to. I thought I could talk to him again. It's so hard to decision. He's very wise. The other guy brings fear. Gosh dang, this is so hard. Can't think. Let's see. So let's see. So we pulled him. He's very wise, but he can bring fear to him. Teach to fight. You know, we've
Yes,
already told him he could have
of
it, so let's
course.
just give it to him.
I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Slash and parry! Slash and parry! Again!
See where they at. No, you can give the brace to both of them. So he gave me the option to talk to him. I guess it was just like,
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice, and I'd trust him.
You're right. Sir Royland seems the man for the job.
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate.
Thank you, Uncle.
Gosh, dang,
Ethan,
oh my
I need
God.
to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. You promised me you wouldn't change, and I believed you.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
What do you suggest I do?
You must be strong, decisive. You are the lord of this house. Remember, you're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
You honour Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
There's gotta be some way. Shouldn't have chose that person.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless!
Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here. We've no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Let Sir Royland speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Sir Royland.
No. You chose your sentinel. He should speak on this.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! I know I can still count on Sir Royland as Master-at-Arms. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan. Your ignorance will be the end of us.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use. You're a thinker, Ethan. You contemplate, and a lord needs that. But a lord also needs swords. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
We're gonna need him because he's a really good fighter and this we need.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Okay, Gus. Now, the reason I didn't... I wanted to choose the guy that's a really good fighter, but I went to talk to him. I actually gave him the brace, and I don't know. Let me just pause it. I feel like it'd be kind of bad to give him to say he could have the brace and then be like, oh wait, never mind. Because it was a mistake, and you had to pay for him. But I'm still using his force idea because I want to apply force. I want them to fear us, knowing that hey, you're not just gonna run over us. Because if they feel like they can run over us, then they're just gonna come on in and take everything. But if they see we're willing to fight, I went to get Asher, told him go get Asher, because Asher, they said, they're a really good fighter, so that's why we need him. So that's basically what I'm saying right now. So let's get back into it.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king? I thought you might want to know. Thank you. I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years.
We are friends, Sarah. Truly.
Friends trust one another. They don't hold secrets. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me, and she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
What did King Joffrey say, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
I hate King's Landing.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Where's Sir Royland? The man values pride more than honor. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
It's about to go down.
Something wrong with your gate?
Yeah, you're at it. Yes.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
Why the hurry? Are you cold?
You know, I am a bit. Fortunately, there's no shortage of wood to burn around here. Thank you, my lord.
As soon as he gets in, drop it.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsman.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so?
Didn't do our plan.
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive. Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Leave them be, Lord Ramsay.
Ah, worried about your family. As you should be.
I'm the Lord. I'll have you speak only with me.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
Your silence is not very encouraging, little lord. But I will assume you agree. It would be a very bad idea not to.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
I said leave them be.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister.
You've gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
Ethan! No! What have you done?
But I don't want brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the foresters need to keep... their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your boy. No! Kill him if they give you any trouble. Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mason quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop that!
Help me!
Ryan,
Stop
please!
it!
Remember Ryan! Do something!
My son.
Well, that sucks.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
Really? I'm just gonna completely replay through this. I'm just gonna choose the other guy. That guy was weak. He just stood there. I knew I should have chosen the other guy. I don't know why I did that. I'm just gonna completely replay through this. That sucked. No, don't replay through it. So why shouldn't I replay through it? Will something happen? Okay, let's see what happens.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us.
That was literally
Those who
so
hold House
unexpected.
Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Gosh dang.
Nothing
I knew
comes
that guy
without
was
a cost,
crazy.
my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Honestly, it doesn't help you. I've never watched a single Game of Thrones episode. Okay. You chose 65% of stay with Browen. You gain 37, 6 sword loyalty to Mercury, whatever that is. Let's see what this is. You'll want to replay this about 5 times. Is that how many times you replayed it? And I think I'm just gonna keep going with the whole story, and then after I finish it, I'll just redo everything, but this time different. Like, I know in the next playthrough, I'm gonna choose a different Sentinel. That guy was weak. I knew I should have chose the strong leader, but I knew that guy was crazy. I just didn't know what to do. I know I want to start watching it, but you know how many seasons I'd have to watch? Well, I'm probably going to start watching after I finish this game, to be honest. But I am going to replay it. So I'm going to download episode 2, I guess. Yeah, okay, what happened? Should I have chose the other Sentinel? That's what I'm trying to say. Should I have chose the other guy? And also, is there a way to save Ethan, or does he just end up dying in all of them? Yeah, let me just put the advanced settings. Let's play. Switch. Is there a way to save Ethan? I want to save Ethan. I was trying to get his brother over there. Because I knew that his brother was strong. I should have chose the other guy as... Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to... Let's see, will this let me play again? Not downloaded. See, what's this say? Oh, what did I just do? Are you kidding me? Did I really just mess that up? Gosh dang it. Okay, I'm just gonna... Gosh dang it. I don't know. I'm just gonna end this video here. I'm so mad right now. I am so mad. This sucks. I don't know what happened. Is there a way to save Ethan? Hold on, let's see, what is this? It really is a great game, but oh my gosh. Hold on, I don't know what I did here. I tried to download part 2. I'm gonna go back to the main menu. I'm gonna have to... I don't know, I'm just gonna have to... Should I have chose the other guy's Sentinel? Would he have done something? So Ethan, even if you kneel the knee, he still kills you. Oh my gosh, that's just a bad way to go. Dagger in the neck. Oh my gosh, this is something. So I'm just gonna end up choosing a different Sentinel too. Does he end up fighting him if you choose the other guy? That's what I'm curious. I'm gonna have to play through and see. See, I have save 1. Let's see. Right. Save 1. Let's go back to save 1. It really does. Gosh, that was so unexpected. I didn't expect that. I mean, this is...
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton.
I really did not expect that. I didn't...
He killed my family. And for what? My sister.
Why didn't he have any soul?
She
Would
was
it
only
be
8
different
years
if I
old.
said that they just meet the soul? All
This
the
never
soldiers
would have
meet in
happened with the
Great Hall? Is
Starks
that
in
how that
power.
works? I don't know.
It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was
I can
swift.
still save this.
Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the window open for me,
I'm
would
gonna
you?
start watching it. I just haven't got into it. Like, I just have to watch so many seasons. How many seasons are there now? Like 4? This is the one part I hate. Oh gosh. But that sucked. Oh no, this is on this one. I'm gonna choose a different
the lord of
warden
the
and
house
see
and
if
the
that helps.
eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal.
7
Greater houses than
7
ours are falling in
seasons.
times
Oh
such as
my
this.
gosh.
The late Lord Forrester was a
I'll have
good
to
man.
watch 7 seasons.
And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack us
I
first.
still remember.
Now is the
what's
time
on
to
this.
find allies, not enemies. The
See,
future of this
I've been
house is in
wanting a
Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young and altogether unprepared
Yeah,
to lead.
how long are episodes? Like 30 minutes?
Right. This might hurt a bit.
I'll start on episode. I'll just start on season
Hold this for
1.
me, will you?
Hopefully finish it.
I understand from your uncle that
You
Lord
finished all
Forrester
7
saved your
seasons
life.
fast. How long? About a month?
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low.
1 hour without commercial.
Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any
just
weight
so
on that leg.
unexpected. I knew that guy was crazy, but why it just
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
like it shouldn't have ended up like that. Dang, they did a really good job on this game because that was unexpected. You don't have commercials?
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
I don't know how they're making money.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
This is the first save I thought I
Welcome
messed
home,
up, but it
Garrett.
actually
We're
got
all
rid of the part
relieved
that
to
I
know
messed
you
up.
survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
He
Garrett,
is. Oh my god.
I
Is
heard
it?
what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Is it
I
true?
already hate him right now.
Your family...
It's like take half the wood. Oh, I've always
Sorry.
wanted one of those games where you just like
Me
where
too.
you speak into it and then they comprehend what you speak. That'd be really cool. I'd be yelling F you all
Off to
the
bed
time.
now. Hurry on.
Subscriptions to HBO. Yeah. I have to look into it. I might start season 1 tonight.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end.
This is the part I messed up on and I got mad. I thought he gave me the
I'm
sword
sure
to
Lady
keep.
Forrester would like to know.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable
Yeah.
to save his own
Oh
son.
my god, I hate him.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm
When his
sure it
brother
was
gets here, he
chaos
helps
and
him out.
confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
I'm sorry, my lady. Nothing could be done to save
That
me.
is so unexpected.
He was House Forrester's
expecting that.
best.
But at least he went down as Ethan the Brave.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children.
But
I
he
was,
was trying
told,
to rape my sister
I was
in
told
the
you
game,
were the
so-
last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I
This
may
is the part
ask,
I lied to her because
was
I'm
there
not supposed to
anything
tell her
he
the
said?
message.
Any last words before he passed?
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say.
Oh. Can you watch
You
it
have the
free that way?
Forrester's
Is it
sword.
free?
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house.
There you go.
He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It
Now that-
demands a response.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
too dangerous, especially now.
Okay, I'm not choosing him as Sentinel no more.
I'll be sure
That guy
it's
just
given
stood
to
there.
Ethan.
I want the other guy because he shows aggression.
This was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your...
See what time is it? Oh gosh.
Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the
If
bastard.
we bend the knee, does it help any?
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a
Or I'll just
Bolton,
let
and
you
Ramsay
choose. Should we
Snow
bend the
will
knee?
want his retribution.
I don't even know.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution.
They attacked me.
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
I wonder who
Garrett has
opened the
lost as
gate.
much as
I thought
anyone
we were
else
supposed to
within
leave
these
them
walls.
outside at the
Maybe
gate.
you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms, which means they'll have your head.
Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done?
There's gotta be something.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear
get over
guilty.
that. I can't believe
But
they
now,
killed Ethan.
This. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
Honestly, if that probably happened, I'd probably top fighting for real.
I'm not faulting him for what
This is
he
what I'd
did.
say.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye.
I
You'll
shoulda
say it was
killed the
justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay?
Probably.
Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Uncle.
I'm gonna see if I can stay here.
Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of
Hold on. Oh no, I saw that. I got to that part. Should I make? Is there a way? Should we try and like, out of all of our power, try and make him stay? Is that possible? So you're saying that like you've tried it and they skinned all of them alive? Does it just end faster? Is there let's see if we can make him stay. That's what I'm curious.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Let's see what we can do. Gosh, no, please let me give me another option choice.
That settles it then.
Come on.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much
also
time.
happened last
The White Hills will come looking for you.
Yeah, there's not really. They need to. I don't know. I just feel like they should give you more time on the choices. But then again, I still have to give him that message.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance.
Don't even lie. We saw
God's
you
willing
when they
someday
busted in our
I
castle.
will. But for now,
That
I
sucks.
have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you put in the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the wall. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I don't know.
You're the only family I have left.
Yeah.
In my heart,
Yeah,
I know
you
I'll
should
see
say
you
it to him
again.
after this. Pretty sure.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry.
Is there
You
a way
caught
to
me by
save his
surprise.
brother?
It's not often discussed, if ever.
Where is the North Grove?
That I cannot say. Not yet, at least. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret.
Oh, season 2?
But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future
Oh
of this
yeah,
house.
that'd be really cool. I'm gonna have to buy
Don't
that
breathe
one.
a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
I think I'm just gonna completely play through this. Yeah, season 2 is gonna be really cool.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
I just can't believe that. I for real thought they'd pick up a fight. I mean, are you kidding me?
Garrett, wait!
Oh crap, pick up the necklace. Garrett's pretty cool.
Be safe.
I for real thought these people would have a bigger army, but I think they all died. The show's ending. I have to catch up on it pretty fast so I can end up watching at least one. Wait, I want to feel like it's like waiting for a new show or a new episode. This is the part where Ethan's hiding.
Ethan?
Ethan!
Don't you hate when you know the future and you just wish you could tell him?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
So why is this people's army so small?
her
They
to
all
die
die in that
either.
ambush? That's what I'm
Mr.
thinking.
Ortengren said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He won't get hurt.
He got
Yeah, I gotta
hurt by
start
those
watching
Whitehill
it.
men. No
Oh,
one will
big
tell me
war
what
going
Garrett
on.
did, but it must have been serious.
I saw like a
I
little
heard Duncan
clip
and
of
Sir
an episode.
Royland
It looked
talking.
really cool.
They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
So they were like fighting on a beach or
Everyone's
something.
worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about
Yeah,
me?
as soon as I completely replay through this again,
Sir
I'm gonna
Royland
start
found.
watching season
He
1.
says you can't fight very well.
What?
Or which season do you think I should start on?
He calls you a milksop.
One, work my way up, or start somewhere else?
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop
But he can't
mean?
protect
I
himself.
don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught
Season
Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me
Is
how to fight.
episode 1 that
Properly,
important,
I
or
mean.
should I just skip
A
episode
lord should
1?
know how to fight.
I feel like I just watched half the episode 1. I don't know why, I feel lazy.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher.
It's a complex show.
We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
It's all important, yeah.
Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
I just wish I could tell him that he's gonna die.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Oh no. What do you mean? They spent 30 million on episode 1?
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lab. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett.
That's all. Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and
no
firm.
satisfaction.
Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he
Well,
already
if I'm gonna
is.
die,
He's got
I might
5
as well
times
take
as
the
many men,
best of
and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more
Season
reason to
6,
stand up
episode
for
9.
ourselves. Only
Is that what
cowards
this
and
is right
dead
now?
men roll over.
Look at that belly in that armor. Like they duct taped it to him. That retard. What do I do to give an arrow?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
I don't know where that hand's been.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting
This is
for
about
this
season
day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a
Ain't
lord
no
with
bread,
no
Patty.
fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
Oh,
You
got it.
little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well,
And we'll
now
do
the
it again.
Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Pedophile himself.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that?
They died by...
Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Gosh.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh, and he just got roasted by the
Lady
wife.
Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Topped it off with a cherry. That was awesome. That was he got roasted in so
I was
many
wrong
ways.
about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
I hate King's Landing. Oh no, maybe I just have to get the feel for it from the show. But
Your sister can help us.
I don't see how King's Landing, like, what
Although
where
just
are
a
they?
handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Who's the farm for you? Her story is political. Honestly. Oh, wasn't there a letter over here that I had to read or something? Yeah, it was on, no, it was on the desk, I think. No, like over here. I think this is where it was. Nope. Yeah. I don't know, I think I actually deleted that save on number 2 because I was trying to look at something. We're just gonna replay through this. Read. See, this is the one you have to read.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
So we stood up to him actually pretty good. I don't want to read see that old book. I think it's the window that you...
King's
okay, I
Landing.
see the note now.
I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
So King's Landing's more of like, how would you say it? More of like, I don't know, the White House almost.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf.
How do they
She
have a
is our
lot of
best hope,
troops?
and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Yeah, this is really good. It really gets you hooked. Like yesterday when I did the 2 videos on this, I went to sleep really wanting to play it, but I was just like, gotta wait.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later
Oh, yeah,
if you'd
that's
like.
right. He said he had allies. That's what we need.
No, it's fine. Come in.
This is the part I didn't know what to say, so let's see if we can change it.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
I don't see how you just don't dump the whole bucket. That's what I would have done.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Oh, I
saw
had to talk
Lady
to
Marjorie
that
just this
one
morning,
girl
outside
again
the royal
with the
sept,
midget.
talking to
That
Queen
one sucks.
Cersei.
I hate her.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
How do you close the door? And the queen comes in now. And worse in the book.
Lady Marjorie,
I didn't even know they had a
you're
book.
early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
It's gonna stop.
Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden.
I hate
A dear
talking
friend.
to her. is
Thank you,
terrible.
my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's
The
happened to your
midget dude's
family.
actually pretty cool.
I feel your
thought
pain
you'd
as
be
if it
the
were my
mean-
own.
The midget dude's actually alright.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course. And I will help you in any way I can.
Yeah.
But there's another matter we must attend to first. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the wall set. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Out of all the parts to this game,
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
I'm honestly what it can. That's that guard that's always looking. So remember when you
You'll be
talk
fine.
to the cold
I
boy,
know
he
you
turns
will.
around and looks at you. So
You may
that's
feel
something
one
messed
thing,
up.
but you must say another.
I'm not giving her anything.
Good luck.
See if we can treat her like that fat dude. That's gonna suck.
You can do this.
Of course, now I have to look at her. Don't you wish sometimes just playing this you just had a handgun, just pulled it out?
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I will speak truly, Your Grace.
I should hope so. Speak falsely, and it'll be worse for you.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Oh, you Northern girls tire me. Always quick to make your opinion known, with no thought or consideration for your proper place.
Lady Mira is Northern, Your Grace, and new to King's Landing and its politics.
You know what? That's Cersei's
She speaks her
person
mind, but
right
means
there.
no offense,
She
Your
reminds me
Grace.
of just modern day girls.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told, and exceeded only by your lack of humility. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves.
I'm still
pretending to be
looking
something
at
they're
that
not.
chairs. I just made a bunch of
Who
wooden
knows what
swords.
lurks
They're
within
real
their
swords.
hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either.
Dang.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Sounds like a waste of swords.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
Yeah.
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
So what are you saying? Yes? Should I say yes or no? Which one? Should we risk it or should we just no? Which one are you thinking? Risk or no risk? The show would help you. Okay. So just go ahead and tell me, because I'm going to end up watching the show, because now I'm probably just going to watch like 2 seasons tomorrow. I'm just gonna go for it.
It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I always thought Tyrion was gonna be a bad guy.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Again, I mean...
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
When she gets back home and she
Thank you, my
realizes
lady.
like 2 of her brothers have
There's
died.
been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on.
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
This is the point in the woods, so we're getting like extremely close.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bloody hell.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
You post notifications.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn.
Back up on the part.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're
We
yours.
only have like 4 soldiers.
But your father
That's
did
the only
not bear
part
this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel.
Close the door.
Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
No question, I know who I'm choosing.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move!
Okay, I need your help, What are we gonna do?
Judgment.
Should we take his 3 fingers?
I've done nothing wrong!
Send him to the
He's
wall
only
and
trying
show
to
mercy?
survive!
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
They
This house is doomed!
Shut. What should we do?
We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true. Right.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Go. Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord.
I'm about to end up, and then I'm going to download season
Lord
2.
Ethan, you
Season
must decide
2
the punishment.
tomorrow.
Lord Gregor always took
I'm
a thief's
gonna end
fingers.
up playing it
3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their
I'm
Lord
gonna
will
whoop
not
the
permit
guy
it.
with a force
You can
saying,
send him to the wall.
take his snap. Yeah, because you guys said take his fingers, so we're going to take his fingers.
Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take
That's-
his
yeah,
fingers,
well, it's
thief!
episode 2 in this.
If
That's
you
episode
punish
2.
me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an
Innocent,
injustice,
you
my
admitted you
lord.
stole it.
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
I, Ethan of House Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief.
Kill him!
The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No! Please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out.
You may carry out the sentence, sir.
My family. Oh, this is
And then take
injustice,
his
my lord!
Gosh. Gosh, dude. Was that, did you just say that? Is that what you did in your save?
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty.
But he can still
You
help
need
his
someone
family. I didn't
you
send
can
him to the
trust
wall,
by your
so
side.
he can still do some stuff.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
Yeah, I know who
Here,
I'm choosing.
the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house.
Okay, I'm not gonna kneel. I'm just gonna. Because
Your
either way,
Sentinel
you
will wear this for all to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
No. Just go talk to him. But why do they only have 4 soldiers? Is that really all that's here?
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise even. But he has no business being sensible. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord, but are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Goodbye. Alright, dude, this is where the choices get important. There, all you have to do anything is wait. This is gonna be intense.
Maester? Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Oh my gosh, dude. What if, like, he was like, no salt or bread, and next time we have, like, a grain, like, tiny piece of grain of salt in the smallest piece of bread, and he's like, here's your bread and salt, fatty, and just threw it in his face. That'd be cool. Here we go.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not? Lord Ethan should hear from all of us.
A man may have two ears, but he cannot listen to two men talk at once.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! My sentinel is skilled in the ways of war. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has spoken. Obey his command.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
I'd hoped for better from you, my lord.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house. There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
Asher is dangerous and unpredictable. His presence could help or hurt.
Having another sword at your side always helps, especially now. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Marjorie?
Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan? Now fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing, I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
Something wrong with your gate? Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You're welcome inside, but your men are not.
Did you hear that, men? The lord of the house says, "Fuck off." I think he's afraid of you. Wait here. For now.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive. Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Leave them be, Lord Ramsay.
Ah, worried about your family. As you should be.
I'm the Lord. I'll have you speak only with me.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister.
You've gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want the brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord!
No, no!
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this. However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Ryan!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
At least he tried to save me. The other guy didn't even try.
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, I
Somebody help him.
Fetch the mason quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take him!
Help me!
Ryan, please!
No!
Ryan! Do something!
I would flick him off.
Ethan?
My
son.
Oh, he's dead. That was a good 2-hour playthrough. Oh gosh, that was long. Yeah, it's 2 hours, I think. Next time on Game of Thrones.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
I can't wait
Nothing
for
comes without a
episode
cost, my
2,
lady.
and I bet you guys can't wait
Are
either.
you prepared for what might happen?
There will be... Let's see. So 49, so about 50% met him at the gate. 30% picked. 30%? Okay, yeah, but he's better. 16%. Belled the knee. The thing I didn't get is he's like, I knew you'd bow the knee eventually on the first one. Is like, technically it don't count as him bowing the knee if you think about it. Okay guys, that's the end of it. That was fun, 2 hours. See you guys later.